Hi, and welcome to Sandy's Numerology. Big talk out there on the move of Prince Harry and his wife Meghan to Canada. So, what is really interesting about this is Prince Harry is born on the 15th of September 1984, and he has a one life path. And people with one life paths have to find their individuality. They have to do the word independence. It's all about me, myself, and I. So this move that he and his wife are making to Vancouver in Canada is absolutely perfect. And even more so, it's because he, in September of 2020, he is going into his one life path. He is going into a time to discover who I am outside of his family environment, which is an enormous environment, which is unusual for most people. So he is going to be turning 36 in 2020. And when he starts to define internally, who am I now in this brand new environment, and where am I going and what am I going to be doing? It's a thinking process. 2019 to September 2020. 2020 September is where he does a little bit deeper thinking and expressing. But by the time that he turns 37, he is in a year which, for him, 37 adds to one, which is, how am I going to make my money? What work am I going to be doing? What I want to be doing? He's going to be expressing a lot of that. There's a lot of opportunities for him. There is a very unsettled thing for him from 2020 to 2021, and that is in the home front. So I'm just wondering that where they're going to be staying in Vancouver, but that 11 is a little bit worrying about him being unsettled on the home front. But monetary wise, deals, opportunities, and social responsibility things will emerge on a grander scale at his age of 37 and 38. And there is also, at his 37, this unsettled on the home front, a lot of backwards and forward and maybes and maybe nots and everything. But there is something about the word loss and separation that is sitting around him. For Meghan, currently she is 38. From 2019 to her birthday on the 4th of August in 2020, she's been in a 6-11, which brought out that she would have a child. The interesting thing is that she's going to probably settle a little bit easier and a little bit quicker, but she goes back into the public eye. So I think that this unsettled around the home front could be regarding journalists and people in the area, and maybe a bit to deal with their security. But turning 39 is about her manifesting and materializing. She's definitely going into a year of colors and textures and fashion and fashionista, etc. And there is definitely a possibility and opportunity of another child. Looking at the baby, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, was born on the 6th of May 2019, and he has a 5 life path, which 5 is generally about power, hierarchy, being born in the month of May. There's another 5 there, and I believe that this child is going to be a child to be reckoned with regarding the royal family, as this child gets older. What is interesting when I look at Archie is that there is a gift and a surprise that is going to be coming his way as he turns 1. And this could also show that either he's going to be given a pet or there's going to be another child. I look at Canada, and what is fascinating about Canada, being born on the 1st of July 1867, they have a 3 life path. They're going into they're in a fame year, something very official happening around them. They're very unsettled about things. So there's going to be some glory and things attached to Canada, which will be hopefully about the comings and goings and the doings of Prince Harry and his wife Meghan and Archie. So I believe that Prince Harry is doing the right thing for who he is as a human being, in identifying himself as an individual within the midst of this royal family. But I'm going to take a quick look at the Queen of England, being born on the 21st of April 1926. And what I like about her and what I like about Meghan is they're both driven by 4s. And that is to be very grounded and factual and honest and straightforward. And I think that Meghan is exactly that. Prince Harry has got 4s as well, but hers are more predominant. So I think that she, in accepting this, that they were leaving, this is not something that just happened overnight. The news got announced overnight, and the headlines were that this was a shock to the Queen. I very, very much doubt that. I reckon that would have been under a huge discussion, and for them to have found a place already, and the move happened literally as they were announcing this, that this all was in motion for at least a year. What is interesting is that in 2020, the Queen goes into a very unsettled year on the 21st of April. She is 2s and 4s. Her age will be 94. There is definitely something happening between her age of 94, 95, and 96 on the personal front. And this could be, I don't know if there's a fall involved here. I hope that the Queen doesn't have a fall. But there is also this loss and separation, which could be Prince Harry and Meghan, and she's feeling that loss and separation. But this could also be Prince Philip goes into a personal 11-year on the 10th of June of 2020. And this is specialist doctors, etc. And he has also got the word fall. It could be a bone break, etc. But he is sitting in his name. He's got a massive 22-4, which would be seen to be a state funeral. That's around his age 98, 99, 91, and into 1992. So 99, 91, 92 is, I feel, the time of Prince Philip's passing. And that also then brings in that loss and separation, or that unsettledness about Harry, and this might be backwards and forwards trips. If the Queen, and rumour has it, and I don't know if she's physically made the statement that she's going to be reducing her workload, but because she's turning 94, when your age adds to a 4, it's about minimizing and downsizing. But I see when she turns 95, she's becoming a gran again. So, or a great gran, or a super, super great gran. I look at Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, definitely feel that there is a child coming, and it's looking like it's next year. And for Prince William, from June, bring it back 2 months, April of 2020, the announcing of being a father is there. I believe his duties are on the increase. I definitely feel there's a shift and there's a death around him, which again, I'm pretty much looking around Prince Philip. And if the Queen is stepping back, Prince Charles is going to now take on those extra duties. I just don't know about Prince Charles becoming the King of England much before. I mean, he's 71 in 2019, 72. He's also going into an 11-year in line with the Queen and Prince Philip. So there is definitely something very, very unsettled. And if there was any official announcement where he is certified for a position, he would be 74. 74, 75, and 76 is when that whole officialness could be, it's like a coronation, massive things happening, and it'll be a worldly event. But this could also be a state funeral, which would be Prince Philip. But I see him becoming a grandfather. So we're looking both at Prince Harry and at Prince William, that there are more children coming into this family for sure. And I look at Camilla, she is 72, turning 73 in 2020, and there's a lot of official things coming her way as she turns 74, which again ties in with Prince Charles. So there's a lot of official engagements, official statuses that will be happening. I just don't know how long Prince Charles will be king. I think he's a very sure-footed man, very much like his mother, that he could be king for quite a long period. It just depends on where his headspace is, in the sense of bringing in Prince William alongside of him all the time in all of his now official jobs that he's going to be doing on behalf of the Queen. So I feel that Prince Charles will definitely be a transition for Prince William, and I would see him at 40 through to 47, where his whole official thing will come into play. But I feel that Prince William and Harry have a very good, it's such a tight-knit relationship. And I think that the PR of the royal family is, in a way, clearing a little bit of the mess with one of the sexual scandals, that they now need to be readdressing a lot of other things within the duties of the royal family and who's going to be taking over. And I still believe that Prince William is going to be a futuristic king, as in Prince Harry's activities, and even the late Princess Di was quite futuristic and active in what needs to be done out there in the greater world, where I think the Queen was a lot more focused on her family environment and or any British countries that are still a part of the Commonwealth. So there's some very interesting things happening with the family, and I'm just feeling that the changes that are coming are on one hand negative, but whenever there is a death, whenever there is a passing, there is a birthing of children before, during, or just after. So let's cross fingers for Prince Harry and Meghan to have a second child. It'll be Kate's fourth child, and that if it is the Prince Philip's passing, I think it will be a very calm passing. And I think that a lot of changes that will be happening. I'm going to be doing a program on the Boris and United Kingdom. So stay tuned for that show, and please subscribe, click on the bell for notification of new shows, and thank you very much for watching Sandy's Numerology.